Hardcore country.
This has got to be like one of the most played country songs of the modern era, isn't it? It's got to be up there, top 20.
I could listen. I could watch that clip all day.
Man, I've seen it so many times.
What's funny is I did not remember it until, obviously doing homework for this. You sent it the link. It has been since 2000 whatever that I watched it. And obviously we'll stick to this video, but man, I popped. I really did, because it was like the crowd was into it, and this was Hogan era. You know what I mean? Like we were just talking about how bad it was. Obviously, we'll talk about it, maybe good stuff, but I thought this was fucking cool, man. For what it was, right?
Yeah. It worked, and I think I think back about, because was that time frame? I don't know. Was that a live episode? I think they were taped, or maybe it was on one of the tape
flip flop, because they did live tape.
Yeah. So it's well produced. Like they're always good about getting like that last camera shot before the run in or something. Like, I don't know. It seems well produced because they have had the time to do it. But yeah. So
it fades out from Mickie, and then you just see Eric the fucking cowbell.
Yeah, just that pan over.
Yeah, that's some good shit, man.
There's a world-class cowbell player.
It blows my mind that guy, and I know we're gonna dick around later, right? But that guy is a future world champion.
Oh.
And no matter multiple times, and no matter what he does now, it's like if he went back to that next Thursday, I would just be like, all right.
Well,
I mean, because
it'll be good.
Because it'll be fucking good. Anything he does is good, man. But
I would love for a schizophrenic type thing where he goes back and forth between Showtime and Maniac. Why?
Hey man,
it's just like every week a different one.
Super Eric.
Yeah.
You bring out Super Eric on the IWF bullshit.
Don't fire Eric. He just brings them all back. It'd be great. Oh man,
the shit out of himself with his own pyro.
Burning down the impact zone. It was actually got caught on fire from it. Yeah.
This is the same guy who took the prosthetic leg from a military vet and choked Kurt Angle out with it.
We were talking about what Chris was that? You're talking
Melendez?
Yeah, there
Melendez,
we go. Melendez.
Man, one of the man, many. And it's not their fault. If someone said, "Hey, man, you want to wrestle on national television?" Oh man, I really haven't trained that long. Because they'll love you. It's like, come on, man. I don't want to hate on them, but
you have a built-in gimmick.
What segment
brother?
wasters? Did you have a built-in literally built-in gimmick?
What?
I mean, I was going the military route, but
oh. Edit.
No, work.
So yeah, EY was obviously involved, but he didn't have anything like when I look back at the pay-per-view before this performance, it was actually no, okay. So the timing of it was, I get the dates mixed up. So what we had, Final Resolution was the pay-per-view that kind of falls right in the middle of all this. Am I right?
Either Turning Point or Final Resolution.
There we go, Final Resolution. There we go. So we had the Hardcore Country, and then Final Resolution was coming up. That was the deal.
Hardcore Justice.
What? So we had Final Resolution December 5th.
You said Hardcore Country.
Oh no, yeah, Hardcore. I'm talking about the episode. like the performance.
Oh,
So we got EY wasn't even involved like leading up. I think like I don't know if he was in any program or.
He was just concussed.
yes, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was gonna say that hair color triggers me. It makes me think of when he was like, well, not chaps, but he had like the weird shorts with the gold.
Orlando Jones
Yep, that
must have
era.
been.
And he was doing like the lockups with the ref and the gloves. I feel like he was wearing gloves and shit.
The
That's
rule book.
this is where he was kind of lost. Yeah, in the shuffle. How?
So something else here, like with, I think the performance wise, like the people on the stage, I think Dale Oliver was actually one of those people.
Yeah,
I can't recall which one like of them they were, but
You can
I
put
don't
it
think
in my head.
I don't think they knew. I don't think any of them knew the words.
They wrote it.
But I don't know, but at least like the dude who's on keyboards or something, like
Okay.
I don't think he changed his position at all. He was just
But
like
you
it's
know
just like
the
it's just like a ventriloquist. It's just like I can open the mouth, like they knew the phrasing, but they didn't know what the
Yeah.
words were.
He's a mechanical bear at a kid's restaurant.
You know, Sir was sitting there
Creepy.
waiting. He was like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to say my part."
Hardcore
Hardcore. Go back.
Hardcore, just
Hardcore.
he just starts crying on stage.
So we can double it.
You know what? Oh man. Well, no. You know, I always thought, like, I do remember this. So obviously we when we were coming up with topics for the season, I remember this. I just didn't remember like the specifics of it. Like I popped for EY, especially when he turned around. Like I didn't know any of that. Mickie, by the way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since this is
wonderful.
a Grammy nominated performance, I feel like, we gotta have like some key points, like some highlights of the show.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like most likely to make a segment fucking weird.
Yeah.
Weird as in like, weird or
Yeah.
like
Like
awkward weird.
yeah. I give you one stab at who made it fucking weird before I reveal.
It has to be in these two clips, or are we talking about the one so
In the first Mickie James live.
okay, so we're still on Mickie James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to the other.
Okay, I'm trying. I mean, man. Oh, the Taz. Oh, look at it.
Oh, look, Mickey's going a little hardcore country. Got a wardrobe malfunction.
Wardrobe malfunction.
What?
Look at my dick.
Look at this.
Man, what a taint. That guy. It put a damper on you. You're 1000% correct, man. That is a damn good one.
It was watching it back. It was cringe good.
Yeah.
Like Impact seems to perfect. They're real good at cringe good.
Right.
Then there's that line, and it's just like, dude, yeah.
Yeah, but what a phenomenal segment. Both women. I was always a huge Victoria/Tara fan, man.
Yeah.
Even when beautiful people were calling her dumpy ass, I still enjoy her.
She was all like, the ring work was always great.
Ring work was beautiful. She was always in a time. I mean, she was a hoe. Like that was her gimmick. She was one of Godfather's hoes, and to go from that to literally every time she'd come on, her Miss Jacqueline, you the hoe part. She's the hoe. Okay.
Wow, he's gonna sit here and slander her like this. Like she's a hoe.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
I caught on, and I just instantly remembered her getting power bombed through the table.
I'll say I don't
I
remember
think she was on that one.
I just I remember. Well, my point was, is if it was Sunday Night Heat and Sunday Night Stevie that, and no matter what, is you
Yeah,
were
the pink.
excited. Her Molly Holly, you're excited to watch her come out and wrestle, man, because you know even if it was 4 minutes that they gave these women, it was gonna kill. So
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Shit, I don't want to lose it. The hoe thing. Oh, do you guys know what the why they were fighting? I was waiting for you guys to ask me or somebody to bring it up, but
Oh, well, why this feud's happening?
yeah.
I don't think I do.
John
I
Cena.
honestly, huh?
John Cena. They were playing. I don't know if Mickie and Victoria were purposely, or Tara were purposely. Lisa were trying to do this, but I remember at the time that they both left at E. That was like the internet, like nerd stuff. They're at, I just remember that, and I was just like, why do we care?
So you mean to tell me,
Yeah.
an appropriate content warning for censors? You mean to tell me
On
John
a
Cena
show where
sticking-
three grown 30-year-old men are smoking marijuana and talking wrestling it.
You mean to tell me John Cena's dick is good enough to have two females have a whole cage match over it? Is that what you're telling me?
No. What I'm saying is the reason allegedly that they wanted to catch I don't know if it was Russo or whoever, the buzz. I remember this at the time was they were trying to capitalize on internet innuendo.
So Russo was trying to
I don't know
make
if it was
it.
him. I don't want to put words.
The scenario that Cena's dick is good enough to have two women fight in a
Google
cage
it, bro.
match over.
Google it. No, now what I'm saying is I don't think that's why they were fighting, but the thing was that they were. I don't know, man. I don't write this shit. I'm just. Too funny. In the TreeHouse. I'm not gonna think.
So you got into that like most likely kind of deal. Like I was
Oh, yeah.
thinking some superlatives, if you will. Most likely to feel a breeze. I mean, I guess that could be whomever. But what do you think?
We're talking about the first.
Yeah, we're still on Mickie James Live.
Yeah, I'm trying to compartmentalize.
Whatever.
Whoever was on keyboards, in one ear, out the other. Just a breeze right through there. That's right.
Who you got? Lucha.
I would think Mickie because there was, she was putting on her best Janet Jackson impression.
She's fine.
I went with EY because the chaps.
You know what you want? You know what I want to say? I was gonna say man. I don't know. I'm gonna lose it now. Edit. Truman Show. And me and you both said dudes, and the only perv here that brought us down is Lucha.
So before and best voice, I went with Mickie James. Just why not? But at least it wasn't all lip sync either, because like it was half and half.
Thank you.
You want to talk about lip syncing though?
Yeah.
Let's go, Tara.
Okay. Well, first of all, we'll get to that in a second because I do want before my high ass forgets this. Just like the keyboard guy. I'm already forgetting it. Catch it. Okay. I love the fact that Mickie was singing over a loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just their brief. So the beauty in this was I won't say long-term storytelling here, but at least the 2-episode storytelling. Because in the first one, and it goes to Lucha's point, nice transition. The first one, she's doing it over the loop. She gets hit. The music stops. It's live. It's real. Now the one you guys are talking about, the music keeps playing and playing, and that's beautiful.
It's like a New Jack match.
Oh my god!
It's a white girl.
Yeah, so the retort, I guess I think it was a week later with Final Resolution sandwiched there. in between. And
right.
so Final Resolution, Tara ended up beating Mickie James in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Okay.
And then I guess I don't think it was announced ahead of time. I don't know if that they're doing this necessarily.
Was that in a bathroom? No, maybe that was Madison. There was a brawl in a bathroom at some point,
I
right?
think that was them. I think that's why the Falls Count Anywhere stick got at it, because they were fighting every fucking where.
Okay.
Okay.
There was a lot of good shit in that time frame with the knockouts. I always go back to thinking the ODB thing where she's just like tweeting out what happened to our division, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm just like, damn, this is getting pretty low. The second, what was I? We're talking about the second. We're cool with switching over.
Yeah.
All right. Before we hit that really quick, because I want to keep the options to the first one. I have a most likely to.
Okay.
Watching that video. Just if you were to watch it blind, right? Just never seen it, whatever before, don't know anything about those people. Who's the most likely to win a Knockouts tag team title?
The most likely.
Most likely to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It went my bad. So
Buzz
moving
Killington.
Buzzkill. So they do the retort was Tara with the whole like same intro from JB in the ring, basically saying,
Sorry, I had a moment. Sorry, I was distracted. I'm sorry.
It's something to add.
No.
Oh.
You said Buzz. I said Buzz Killington. You said Buzzkill.
Yeah.
And why did you say it?
Because of the WCW guy Buzzkill.
Okay, so same reason but different. Same company, different reason. So when they have those WCW games, and then you could press like circle on the PlayStation, or on the hand, whatever world. You could listen to what they say, and X-Pac would say, "I'm gonna put the Buzzkill." So it just reminded me, oh my! Like I had a flashback to staying home one snowy day playing that game, and
you got to play it over that clip. Like it's gonna be like.
I wish I could edit it over. We'll have to put a link in there because my editing skills on this are gonna be lazy. We're relying on our voices to get this one over, guys. I don't want to get it wrong. It's been 20. Okay, let's see. He goes, "Hey yo, Chico, you selected Scott Hall? Big mistake for you. I'm gonna rough you up, you little punk. Put your face on the mat, and when it's time, boom." And then he throws the toothpick.
Yes.
It might have been Nitro, might have been Thunder, but I just remember that.
I remember.
That's Thunder. Booker T, Harlem Heat, 110th Street. he says,
Do what you want. I don't care. But in the end, everybody's gonna get the 7-year itch.
"Oh, Kidman."
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the best part of like I discovered those like probably like a couple years after they came out.
Oh,
But like that was so cool, like just watching the promos.
so cool, man. Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. He says, oh wait, no. Wait.
Now I want to go watch these.
I do. We have to do an episode. We'll do that one day. Oh, I made a mistake on the Scott Hall one. It's not "Hey Yo." I think it just says "Hey Chico." You selected Scott Hall. That's what he says. I knew the Macho, and it just blanked as soon as I said it. Booker T, Harlem Heat, 110th Street. Something. It's on like neck bones, sucker. But I don't remember the middle part.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the follow-up episode, Tara's gonna perform. JB's in the ring, introducing her just like he did the Mickie James segment, but saying like performing her song "Broken," like she wrote it or had any part in it, when it was actually Goldilocks who sang it. Is that correct? Because I know Goldilocks is involved.
I could have
So
sworn.
from the I'm gonna botch this, so I don't want to call her a horse. But from the gifted horse's mouth, is that a phrase?
Straight from the horse? No.
Straight from the horse's mouth?
Yeah, right.
Why is that a
Heard through the
thing?
grapevine? I don't
We'll
know.
go with no. I heard it from the person who's
The horse
that were
vine?
in question. The horse vine.
I heard it from a little birdie.
That's
That's
like
my
a
grandma would say.
like a
Yeah,
little
a
bird.
little
I heard it from a
bird.
little birdie. No, I've heard it from her. From Goldilocks. You can actually watch it on TNA Jams, and I'm going to plug that because it embarrasses Kristen. TNA Jams, you can watch it. Goldilocks actually talks about the two of the songs she did for TNA. This one, she was like, I got to admit it, I only did, this is a song I did that they ended up using my hook for. So she is the all that stuff.
Yeah.
The broke. Yeah, I'm not going to do it justice. If you want to hear us actually sing it, go watch that episode. So she sings that, and then someone came in and did the other part. So it's not even, it's a lip singing of a song that was cut up by it.
Yeah, like a
Cover
mashup.
of a cover.
Mashup.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Useless
So,
facts. Love you,
Right
Goldie.
on.
No sense.
so yeah, Tara comes out clearly lip syncing. We have a whole other set of band members for this one. I don't know. Maybe Dale was out there for both, but they changed it up.
Okay.
And so Tara came out, started singing, and then Generation Me accompanied her as well. So what we got, Max and Jeremy Buck out there in just jeans.
That was a damn awful performance. Like they might be able to do flippy shit and throw super kicks, but they cannot dance.
What? Obviously, the point of
It was.
I think, but the problem I think is you could equally debate either side, meaning they did it intentionally or did not, because Max later Matt, right, looks miserable, and if you read their book, was miserable.
Yeah.
But Nick's like, fuck it, let's go, let's do this. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like who's doing the real. I don't know how.
Nick probably just drug Matt and just like, come on, bro, let's get a laugh in. Like,
What a
we're gonna
weird.
get paid to get a laugh in.
I'm gonna be honest. I had as much as I was like, oh shit, Eric Young, that's right. I didn't even have a that's right. I was just like, oh fuck, that happened. Yeah, okay.
I did not remember this at all.
At all.
Like, I watched the clip earlier and I was like, I do not remember this.
I remember Tara doing the Running Man, like so,
like waving her hands, like
she was the EC3 before.
yeah, like, and I don't know, like she didn't know what part she was singing, like, but she was like
obviously as the heel, that was
broken. But like obviously, like no, she didn't sing the song, but
Cena got you out here lip singing your own theme song terribly.
terribly.
She's just there. Oh, Tara.
Yeah.
He might have just took the pun crowd from you. Terribly twos. Terribly twos. I don't know. Oh, man, I'm losing it. Oh, he took it. There you go. Da-da-da. Insert horn here that I'm not going to put in post.
Behind with steel shit.
But no, man. So I did a little research on this because I was mind blown, flabbergasted, as they say, that the Bucks were in this, and I didn't remember why. Like, what the fuck? And they didn't know why either. But I remembered this as well, being they were gonna start, and this is right around dumpy ass time, like when the beautiful people were kind of riding her on the reaction show and all these things about a little bit older, maybe a little bit. They wanted to do the cougar route with her. Cougar.
I remember that.
Because shortly thereafter, if I'm not mistaken, Goddard's ended up taking that spot and was like, oh, my Hollywood boyfriend. So I think this was the start of it, which if she had her boys and they were the Bucks, AEW never starts, because that is gold. That is money. And they would make way more than $75 a fucking. They made $75 a piece.
Like each episode, or like
to be the main event of something.
God damn.
That banger of a Bound for Glory opener. They only got paid shit.
Oh yeah, they got paid shit the whole time, but they didn't want to pass up the opportunity to be on national television. What do? You're an artist, but you want the canvas to paint your, and maybe show other people what you could do. The problem is look who is in
They
charge,
came a
and
year
they
too
were
late.
very small. So obviously that's why I guess Max was trying to bump it up. But Vince Russo, I guess, was the big proponent or opponent, right? Of them.
Proponent?
I don't know.
Not
Proponent means for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, opponent then.
Okay.
Wanted to cut their hair, change their look, their gimmick, their attire, everything. And they at least won the hair thing a little bit. But they made them cut
I
it
mean,
halfway. Yeah, I don't know.
all I gotta say on that matter is, yeah, that sounds, kind of criminal.
Yeah.
But you think about it, this man took
So I think
and
oh, we're losing you, man.
Yeah.
You're in the fog, bruh. But no, it's I don't want to get off against the point. Is just he didn't like them, or what they look like, or what whatever.
Yeah.
I think him not liking them and seeing what they are now at their own, development. It just he wasn't gonna get there, and I think they're great. So I think that's not where he was gonna go with them. If you're gonna buzz their heads and make them the slave of of Terra. I don't know, man. I don't see the greatness line from there, and that's not just Russo. It's just I don't know, man. I think I don't know how happy you could be doing that. Is that what we were originally talking about?
I mean, I guess with anything in this fucking game, as long as there's a purpose behind it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we were talking about the money. The money.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All
All
right.
right. Full circle.
Hey, full circle. Literally, right?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what they had the Bucks doing, and and luckily that Tara only had one verse in there, and then Mickie interrupted it.
And then it's kept playing.
But then the band just kept playing. Like,
was there a wardrobe malfunction in this one, and did Taz make it really fucking weird?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I couldn't finish the whole clip. I couldn't. It was just so bad.
Oh, man.
I frank like
forgot
once
what
they
the
start
hell it
brawling,
was.
I stopped. Like I the meat, the juicy part was the.
You know what? I actually have written down. I actually put that is. I don't know if it's for the first one or second one. Second one. I hate brawls usually, but it was pretty good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I mean, who it was maybe to whatever, the pace of it. I liked you guys turned it off, but when Mickie went in the ring, she kind of showed crazy Mickie. The promo she cut about the cage match. That's why you guys obviously didn't know it was that night. I loved it, and I am obviously a mark for Mickie, but
something that makes a good brawl for me is like dialogue that happens throughout. Like for Mickie James live, there was a lot of you bitch being thrown around in there, and it kind of worked in a sense. So sometimes, dialogue in between a brawl can like set it off and make a whole difference. Like that brawl between Taker and Brock Lesnar on Raw like forever ago. It wouldn't have hit as much as it did if there wasn't that moment where Brock said, "I'm gonna kill you," and Taker says, "You're gonna have to," or something like that.
Yeah, they're big on they got really big into like throwing in lines on those brawls and like the cinematic matches and stuff too. They're just like, they're giving them dialogue while they're brawling.
I thought on this too, when they said it, she was like, "I hate you," and they said some things. I don't know.
The boy.
Here's my question though. So because this involves, I guess both videos.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could pick, two people out of this both videos, right?
Yeah.
That would start a multi-million-dollar company that would be maybe almost number one, but is definitely number two in the wrestling world in 2022. Who would it be?
Mickie James and Jeremy Borash.
Wow, that's a thought-out answer.
How about that?
All right.
I was gonna say Mickie James and Dale Oliver.
I mean, that's already locked in.
Lock it.
I thought about it, but I didn't come to an answer. Mickie is someone I would take for sure, or would they first think rather as one of people that do that. But Surge, was he in there?
Man,
Nah, he married a chick that was in there.
Yeah, but he's got money. Dixie. Oh, Dixie was in it. I don't remember. Was Dixie?
no, she wasn't.
No.
She wasn't in this.
Hmm.
I'm kind of glad she
The
wasn't.
common
'Cause
denominators.
It would have been cringe.
So I don't want to lose sight of. I don't want to lose sight of the series of dance moves that the Bucks went through.
Oh man.
Like I counted robot.
Yep.
Cabbage patch.
Yep.
Do-si-do.
Hmm.
Sprinkler.
Yep.
The step clap.
Did you look that up?
No, if you follow Brian David Gilbert on YouTube, he has this thing called Dances Moving. It's like a series of parody dance instruction videos, and one's about the step clap.
Go
Step
watch
clap.
that.
So, and then the thing where you put your post your hand on the ground, and then you kick your one leg out at a time.
Yeah.
Whatever that's called.
Jazzercise, shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that
White boy breakdancing.
exactly. So they had
Bro,
that.
you missed a lot. You missed the very deep Disco Inferno.
And the
Alex Wright.
pointing.
Oh, did you do that?
I don't know.
Disco.
And it moves to us like one of those Christmas greatest hit CDs that they put on commercial at 3:00 in the morning.
Huh? What? You lost me there.
Not how they were going from move to move. Like you never seen these commercials where they say it's Christmas hits from the 80s or some shit, and it's just a mix CD of different Christmas songs.
Here's a list of each. Yeah.
Yeah, and then every third one they'll play it.
They'll feature.
Yeah, that's how they were presenting.
How am I supposed to live without? For no reason, just loud.
And you just got Generation Me in the background.
Yes.
Did you go with Bolton? Was that your go-to?
Yeah.
Well, wait. We got to talk about the songs. We talked about Broken a little bit.
Yeah. So after I have something broken, I stop and I turn. Meanwhile, I can't seem to figure out
Broken.
the way. I think it's supposed to say the way I feel.
Broken.
The way I feel.
Broken.
That's
I
the
have
third part.
Broken. Shattered. But still, I love it. But at times it leaves my heart frustrated. But it's a habit. Anyway, that's the gist of that one.
It's just something I came up with.
Yeah.
I don't know what song's more depressing, that one or Real American. When you break down the lyrics, they're just both really depressing.
Does it hurt inside?
It came crashing down, bro.
Now, if we want to jump back to hardcore country, let's see.
Hey now, listen up.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
man.
I'm not the kind of girl that ever gives up.
Ooh.
If anybody tries to bring me down, they'll be picking themselves up off the ground.
Bars.
Because my rhinestone Lucchese boots will kick your ass back to its roots. Hardcore country. Backwoods or uptown.
Mickey's gangster. Oh man.
Hardcore
And she's
country,
singing it herself.
rocking your world with a thrillbilly sound. Hills and Stones, Junior and Jones,
Junior motherfucking Jones.
Mike Jones. One thing I'll always see hardcore country.
Dipset in the building. Oh man, you want to see my impression of Mike Jones?
Who?
Of Mike Jones?
Who?
Of Mike Jones?
Who?
Of Mike Jones?
Who? Oh my god. This motherfucker comes back with aluminum foil and his teeth. I'm going to cry.
I was parched too, so I had to get some water. Yeah, Mike Jones. That's my impression of Mike Jones.
What?
Google it. Google it. Anyways.
Yeah, anything
How did
else
we get to
here?
Mike Jones? Oh, Jim
Junior
Junior
and
Jones.
Jones.
Oh, wait, maybe it's Jim Jones.
No, I thought it was Jim Jones.
That ran in the rucker.
Yeah, that made Kool-Aid.
Man, so I
gotta Google this.
I did commend Tara's band though. Like they did not stop. And, like they were just brawling like almost in front of the bassist or whatever, and they're just like just still going.
They must have went to the Titanic School of Music.
Exactly.
Oh.
Like that was my get out of my head, man. I was just thinking.
Nope, I just bought a condo in there.
My thought was like they are most likely to succeed in prison. Like they don't give a hell. Like they don't give a fuck about what's happening around them. Like the band, they're just like boom, 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 boom. Like all y'all with your prison fights.
And there's the one dude that's like, bro, this is a CD we're playing over anyway. Like,
I'm gonna flip this.
I'm about to start playing
I'm gonna
Thriller.
flip this. They probably got paid more than the Young Bucks to stand there and fake play bass and get to watch two wonderfully beautiful women and legendary wrestlers
Badasses.
roll around and beat each other. Man, you got to watch the brawl. You got to give it because it's such good shit. Both of them. I enjoyed this.
Yeah. Like
Mickie James live.
the only thing that Generation Me was doing around that time was they lost to Motor City Machine Guns. So like I don't know what they had going on beyond that.
Of their career.
But it was
TNA.
definitely like she was definitely like fondling them and like they were her whatever like they accompanied her or whatever the deal
Was
was.
she the reason they broke up?
I don't
know. Early 2011 before they left. Thank God.
No, I think what happened right after my timing's horrible. But at some point, they lost to the Bucks, so that kind of or the Guns, excuse me, lost to the Guns, so that kind of they had no feud. They were gonna do this Cougar thing. It ended like a week later or something like that. Or did they break them up prior when they were doing the? I remember their match was like on fucking Explosion or something. And one of them cheated to win, and then Matt went for an X Division title run or something. I don't know. It was really weird, but I know they were canned out, and then they put back together like nothing happened, and then they were canned shortly after. So I don't know if this was the tail end of that. Like this is 2010, you said.
Like December, so like right into 2011.
Okay, so right into 2011, and you said Lucha, they left when?
I think they were gone by like May.
Oh, okay, so this might be right before they did
I know
that.
they were at lockdown,
Right.
Because they were part of that X Division escape match.
Right. I think there's going to be a lot of fact checking on this episode.
Hey, it's worth it. Like it's worth going back in rewatching this because yeah, I'll definitely rewatch that brawl and it's worth revisiting for sure. Man, what we got?
I got one last one. Most likely to get married half naked inside of a steel cage. And it's sad that one of the women aren't immediately considered, considering they're out there half naked 89% of the time anyway.
Right. My gut goes with EY because it literally ends up happening. But
Yes.
I mean,
you know,
I could see JB getting married half naked inside a steel cage.
it is as long as he's not commentating, I'm happy. Good.
Oh, he's got to be commentating it. Come on now. It's JB. It's Mr. Does Everything, man.
I'm
and
just
then
asking
host
him not.
Insight.
I'm just asking him not to.
It's
Yeah.
That's all. You know, he could do whatever he wants. He could try to do whatever he wants. That's the trade-off. I don't really have anything besides that. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought I remembered the hardcore country one. I definitely did not remember the timeline. And I also remembered. I thought I remembered the Terra one, but I did not remember. Obviously, the Young Bucks were in it, so it's just like one of those things where I think it's talking to the fourth wall again. Talking to whoever's watching this. You know, no plugs, we're not whatever, but go watch it even on YouTube. The clips are there. We're gonna post it in the link in the description. Both worth the watch. If it's not your thing, or it is your thing, or TNA is not your thing, Impact's not your thing. Who gives a shit? Pro wrestling, it's enjoyable to watch, and I was damn I geeked out. It was fun.
entertaining.
Now, you wanna sell that video? I got you. You want to see Eric Young shake his ass and play cowbell? That's the shit for you.
You never knew you could see it, but you can.
I think we're on episode. I don't even know now. Three, Fortune 3. No,
3.
3 sides of steel.
That's a Ravens orange clockburst
Clockwork.
orange house or mash match Waffle House jukebox. Give me the book. Yeah, I don't know. Episode 3. I think the common trend, though, is what I was going to say was Eric Young. I can't even remember the other 2 episodes. But he seems to have his fingerprint on a lot of Impact Wrestling, no matter the era, which is so dope, man. Because I talked about that on the other show. You can tell me he's going to be. I don't know if that was off air or on air that we talked about that, but he could go back to Showtime Eric Young, Team Canada Eric Young. He could go back to this Eric Young or World Class, and I would just be like, all right,
Elite.
no. Okay, wait. Nah, that's the only one. That's the only one.
I'm a leader, world elite.
Super Eric. Super Eric.
Okay, but what about
I'm part of the band.
the band Eric Young with leather jacket?
He really can do anything. The problem is, I think for us, is that we've seen him do everything. So it's like when you see him do that, it's like, this is the guy who was wearing like a cape. So it's hard for us in the timeline to accept it, I think.
And see, that's why I was like, because like I always hate the comparison when EY did win the world title, the comparison to Daniel Bryan. I'm like, no, by this point, EY had done it all. So it was kind of owed to him.
Well, it's not about that it's not that he didn't deserve it. I think EY is a very deserving guy. Maybe at that time I still didn't think as much, but when he hit World Class Maniac, I was like, okay, I can see it. The problem was that run before was literally, I don't know if it was Gaburik or Pritchard who it was, but it was a direct copy of literally the Daniel Bryan stuff. No. I mean, like, Johnny, come on, help me out here.
I recall, like, I don't think I followed it
Embarrassing.
closely, but what I recall, it was very, very similar down
Yeah.
to
They
the
didn't
beard.
screw him to the belt. Like Brian got screwed. Brian got screwed out the Rumble. Brian got screwed out of matches, all that shit. EY won like a battle royal and went up against Magnus, and they played the Magnus, bruh, you under me. Fuck you.
You're digging that
It
hole
was the
deeper,
one.
sir. That's
How?
that's
How?
because brother, if you're saying there was a huge buildup for Daniel Bryan to win it, and it made sense for the fans to get behind him and to go into the ring, and it made sense for him to start a movement and everyone be behind him, and he had all these screw jobs, the payoff is wonderful. EY did it in a night. So there was no buildup.
In a matter of 10 years of dedicated hard work of being the hand.
Fair. But never getting screwed pay-per-view after pay to build up to that world victory. So world title victory. So it was forced, meaning it was done to replicate, just like Sangriento with Sakara. It was to replicate what WWE was doing. And I love him.
Not only that, he was the perfect person for Lashley to then beat to start that whole beatdown clan angle.
Oh, I forgot Lashley was an Impact for a second.
That was right around the time he had just came back. And I remember one of EY's first title fights was against Bobby Lashley and Kenny King, 3-way in a cage, and he won.
We're time traveling, brother. All right. Well,
I was here for all this shit.
I appreciate you guys joining me and going down memory lane and learning some things, or maybe paying attention to things that we didn't really care about before. But yeah. Until next time.